Good afternoon. Today I want to speak about the sustainability, and basically I want to speak about the sustainable development. Now students, you might be noticed that nowadays any apparel industry, if you go, they will always tell about they are producing some sustainable garment. Okay, what do you mean by sustainable garment and how the terminology has come? So basically, if we try to categorize sustainability, then we can find that there are three ways this sustainability can be looked into. So before doing that, what is sustainability? I just want to tell you a little bit. So very simple word, if you see, it is like a development so that by which your basic needs will be fulfilled. Okay, but not the compromise of the quality or compromise of the environment by which your future generation will suffer. Now, what do you mean by that? You see what happens, like a water we are using during time of brushing in the morning. Okay, we just keep on keeping this water flowing from the tap. We never bothered to close the tap. So that is sustainability, that we cannot use the water as per our own will for development of our own needs. We have to keep the water. Similarly, the electricity, you can see that electricity also is a very precious item, and we keep on misusing the electricity in the way of fan, TV and many other electrical gadgets. So that is called sustainability. That and if we try to go into the really define the sustainability in a broad way, then you can have the three different classes, or we can say that there are three pillars of sustainability. As I am just showing to you that there are social sustainability, there are environmental sustainability, and also there are the sustainabilities which deals with economic sustainability. Okay, so these are the major classes of sustainability, and but the sustainability, as we are talking, we will not go into deep into those three pillars of sustainability, but keeping in view of those three classes, we will try to explain it, that what are our goals, that is sustainable development goals. That is our main emphasis on this work today. And if you see the social sustainability, as you are seeing that in a particular reference to the garment industry, as you all know, the garment industry you are associated with, and the social sustainability talks about how socially we are adhering the norms. Okay, in the social accountability point of view, when you are producing that garment, there should not be any child labor in that. We should not exploit the child labor. We should get the living wage into that factory. There are the health and safety issues also must be taken into account, and when people are staying in the dormitories, they must be also socially gathered together, and all the precautions of health and safety issues are taken by the management. So these are on a broad scale. If you want to tell about social sustainability, so that talks about in the apparel industry, so that is called the social sustainability. Now next one, if you see that economic sustainability, how it is getting really useful in the apparel industry. Now circular economy, you might have heard. So this particular principle is getting associated with this sustainability also, like a material, like your garment what you are wearing. So that after wearing that there will be some end to it. Okay, so after that you can reuse the garment. Okay, instead of throwing it out, that garment again can be upcycled or can be downcycled, okay, to produce a new product, or you can produce a new garment out of it. Nowadays people are also talking about the recycled fiber. So how the recycled fiber is getting produced? So one of the area by which this recycled fiber is produced is that by way of your old garments, and then mechanically or chemically it is getting processed, and after processing only you will get a fiber out of it. or you can use or mix different other ingredients to get a different product out of it. So that is called the circular economy. So in that context, if you see a material which enters into that loop, it will not get out of this loop. It becomes circulated in that economy. So that is called the circular economy. So this is also one part of our sustainability. Now next one is the very important one, that actual sustainability what you talk of is the environmental sustainability, how it is getting useful in the apparel industry. You see that it is very simple, because any product you produce, people will ask whether this is a sustainable product or not. How to define that? There are a lot of nowadays accreditation systems are there. Like one of them is the Global Organic Textile Standard. Another one is called the RCS, that is the Recycled Content Standard. Then another one is the OCS. So in that fashion, lot of such standards are there by which you can prove, yes, your material is environmentally sustainable. Okay. So judicious use of this energy, then ecology also we have to take it into account, and your material or the energy what you will use, that should be a renewable form of energy. So that is in a nutshell is the environmental sustainability. And of course the main important part of the sustainability of apparel is that the fiber what you are using, okay, it must be a natural fiber or sustainable fiber. So then only you can produce a sustainable product out of that fiber. And also you have to use some eco-friendly processes when you are telling that it is a sustainable process or it is an environmental friendly process, etc. So that is called the environmental sustainability. So if you see now that sustainability terms, if you try to define, so three angles are the, you can just define. One from the social point of view, how your product has been produced, whether it has been produced by taking into account all the social accountability, social norms, etc. Then how much economically the product is feasible, economic sustainability, and also how much environment friendly it is, okay, whether all the processes, product and all the fibers or what raw materials or the chemicals what has been used to develop the process, whether it is sustainable or not, okay. So that creates the environmental sustainability concept. So that I am just talking about these things, about the environmental sustainability, social sustainability and economic sustainability while I am talking about this. But now actually my main aim of this today's discussion or today's delivery of lecture to you on the sustainable development. Now we are having three different classes of sustainability now. Now in that context, if you see that what is the sustainable development and what are the goals. So if you see that, then you can understand that 2015 on 25th September, that United Nations member countries, they actually set up different goals to achieve those objectives, what I just pointed out to you. Now, what are the agenda of this one if you want to see? End poverty, protect planet and ensure the prosperity of this. So when you are talking, we will talk about this poverty elimination, how end of poverty can be made, if the government workers are paid the living wages. So poverty part is a little bit of taken into account. Protect the planet, yes, of course, planet can be protected by using environmental friendly material, environmental friendly processes, and ensure prosperity. Prosperity means that well-being of the people. So how economically the people will develop, when people will develop, the country will develop and total infrastructure also will develop along with that. So there are three main topics by which this sustainable development agenda was formulated. And even this agenda, when any kind of agenda is prepared, students, you might be knowing that there must be a specific target. And each of these goal, what we are going to now discuss, they are also having some specific target, okay. So that target is 2030. So that target must be fulfilled and three of the classes what I just mentioned, those targets will be fulfilled on the basis of those themes only. Now, if you see the concept on basis of which this sustainable development takes place, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, okay. So it talks about the ecological services, as I already mentioned that how you are doing the processes, you are following the ecological norms or not, and all the process parameters what you are doing, it is all from the green chemistry, no harmful chemicals, restricted chemicals are used into the process. And if you do that, then your ecological part is taken care of in sustainable development. Now, quality of life, how quality of life improves with sustainable development? Because you are producing a safe product, no harmful effect of this product, and you are producing such product in a socially, environmentally and economic environment. Okay, so all this together, it will increase the quality of life. Now, economic growth, if you try to understand, so when the service is satisfied, quality of life of the people are satisfied, so definitely there will be the economic growth in that country and also that particular industry. So that is the concept of sustainable development. Now, for the information of your this one background knowledge of this sustainable development, this when I am talking about this 17 sustainable development goals, these can be applied to any industry. It is not only for the apparel industry, but any kind of industry can be covered with this particular goal. So what are those goals? Let us see now. Now, number one of this goal is that the left hand side of that one is the icon of that particular area. That is the goal number 1. Okay. So, goal 1 of this sustainable development talks about end poverty in all its forms and in everywhere. So, sustainable development goals talks about that no hunger, no poverty, nothing should be there. All, so everywhere it will be, the poverty will be eliminated. So that end of the your life and all these things when you are talking, so everything will be standardized into that. The social part, economic part, everything is standardized. So there will be no poverty at all in the particular kind of sustainable development goals, and it is applied in everywhere, in any form in the industry. Okay. Then second one, if you go that goal number 2, an icon text in the left hand side again, that it talks about end hunger. Okay. Achieve food security, improved nutrition and promote sustainable agriculture. So here also it talks about little bit again on the improvement of the life of the people, lifestyle of the people, how food security is getting measured, nutrition part is also taken care of into that. So ultimately it talks about the agriculture sector also, that how it will develop the agricultural sector, so they can produce, like in the textile industry, if you see the organic fiber. So lot of organic cottons are getting used. Okay, so that is also an example of this kind of goal. So if you do that, so your agricultural product will give you a lot of sustainability into the system. So that satisfied the goal number 2 of SDG. Now goal number 3, let us talk, and it talks about the ensuring the healthy lives and promote the well-being for all. Okay. So, starting from the child to the adult, this kind of healthy lives are always welcome. Proper medical facilities should be there. Okay. And everybody should be well into this particular atmosphere kind of thing. So that is the goal number 3, which are now under great threat because of this coronavirus and all these things. So healthy lives and well-beings now respective governments of that particular country are taking care of. So governments are working on this proactively, and they are ensuring that yes, healthy lives will be given to the people, and so that all people will be covered under this kind of vaccination kind of thing. So it will enhance their life, and all these things, well-beings also will be taken care of. So goal number 4, when you are talking, goal number 4 is a very important one when you are talking about the quality education for all, and it promotes the lifelong learning. Okay. So that is very important, because if you want to educate the society, So you must give emphasis to the education of those people. So that education and all these things must be a quality education, and as per the government of India also, it must be a skill based training and skill based kind of development must be there into this, so that the quality of education should be much more practical one. So it will enhance the education system as well. So that is the goal number 4 of sustainable development goals. Then goal number 5, when you are talking, it talks about the gender equality and empowerment to the women and girls. Actually, this talks about again the discrimination part, which is covered under the social accountability norms, SA 8000, the discrimination, like in each and every sphere of life, that women and girls should not be deprived of, like in the job or in any other kind of service sector or anywhere, that gender equality is very, very important. So women and girls should be empowered with a lot of facilities and all these things, so that gender equality is very, very important when you talk about the lifestyle of the nation, improvement of the nation. So that is very important. That's why to achieve the goal number 5. Now next goal is the goal number 6 of SDG, and this talks about the water and sanitation part. Okay. So in this kind of environment, that is sustainable management of water and sanitation, the right hand side of this one, the sanitation, some examples of Bangladesh have been given there, and how this sustainable management works there in the water and sanitation part. Even in the apparel industry also, this is very important, because they take care of the water, drinking water facility, toilet facility and proper sanitation facility inside the workplace, so that the health and safety issues are getting covered under this goal. So that is the goal number 6 of SDG. Then goal number 7 is very important nowadays, because everyone is talking about the LED lights or different form of energy, which is really affordable and reliable kind of energy. So that is, we call it as, sometimes it is a modern energy for all. So that accessibility should be there for this modern energy concept, and again it must be affordable, reliable and sustainable. Okay. So if we can do it in the society, then goal number 7 will be fulfilled in SDG. And this is very important again, that without this modern energy, we cannot sustain, we cannot live a healthy lifestyle. Okay. So that's why goal number 7 is also very important in this SDG. Now goal number 8, when you are talking, we are talking about the economic sustainability. So how this SDG goal number 8 will cater to it, because goal number 8 talks about the economic growth, okay, full and productive employment and decent work environment. So that talks about the economic growth. When a particular industry, they employ some people, okay, so they must be given the decent work kind of thing, and that must be a productive kind of employment for the particular industry also, and they must be given the proper wages also. It is not the minimum wage, it must be giving the living wage of that country. Then only one can survive in that particular situation. So that is the goal number 8, that is the sustainable economic growth. Now goal number 9, when we talks about sustainable development goal, we will talk about the infrastructural facilities. Okay, this is very important for a country to grow also. And sustainable industrialization, innovation, that is very, very important. Without innovation, one country cannot prosper. Okay, so that's why the infrastructural development and industrialization and innovation in the sector is very, very important. That's why. So infrastructural development is fulfilled in goal number 9. Goal number 10 talks about again reducing the inequality within and among the countries. So different country people, when it is there, we should not give some differential treatment or unequal treatment to the different group of people. So that inequality must be curtailed, and then only the goal number 10 of SDG will be satisfied. Now goal number 11 of this particular SDG program talks about the human settlement. Okay, it must be safe, it must be sustainable, it must be resilient kind of thing. So that particular city, particular country, particular district, that will take care of all this kind of thing, so that people can live in safe and resilient manner, and which is sustainable manner also. Because right hand side you can see people are using some bicycles, so it really reduces the emission of greenhouse gases. Okay, so it relates to the environment also into that, if you see. So people can really go with this bicycle instead of using their own car or using some public transports and all these things, so that process is sustainable for them to not only economically it is beneficial, but also environmentally also it is beneficial. So goal number 11 talks about that. Now goal number 12, when you are talking, it is also talks about the consumption and the production pattern. Now when you are producing, like in an apparel industry, suppose we are consuming lot of fibers into that, lot of energies in the form of coal, in the form of fuels and all these things. So when we are doing, so we have to do the sustainable consumption out of it. Okay, and proper production pattern must be fulfilled. And sustainable consumption, another example of this one, you have to develop certain processes by which the consumption is getting reduced. Like one of the example is that if you use or reuse the garment, okay, or you can just recycle the garment, okay, so that instead of taking the fiber out of the our own stock, if you can use the old fiber, old material, and you develop certain patterns and all these things, so that people can be benefited out of that one also. So if that is the case, then goal number 12 is getting satisfied. Now goal number 13, when you are talking, we talk about a very important thing, that is the environmental sustainability. That is we should not do the harm to the environment. Okay, so climate change and its impact is very, very important into that, and we talk about the environmental part of it. And normally this comes under the zero discharge of hazardous chemicals. Some of the steps have been taken, then zero liquid discharge kind of thing has been taken. So the environmental impact is getting reduced. And climatic change, when you are talking that fossil fuel and all these things, when you are getting generated, so of course the ozone layer is getting affected due to that. So we have to develop certain processes where this we actually use those steams and all these things in a very lesser amount, okay, so that it cannot evaporate and it cannot go into the atmosphere, and different gases cannot be generated into the processes and all these things. Like one of the very important gas is a nitrogen dioxide gas, then sulfur dioxide gas. Those gases should not be generated and do the climatic change. That we have to take certain actions on it. Okay. Now goal number 14, when you are talking, we have to conserve and sustainably use the oceans. Okay. Now we are now talking about a lot of plastic products in the sea and marine resources also, which really is the opposite to the development of this sustainable development of those aquatic culture kind of thing. So if we go on doing that kind of thing, so it is ultimately the marine culture is getting affected because of the plastic products and all these things. So microplastics are getting produced out of it, and when a particular marine product takes that, and when it goes to the human side also, it gives rise to a lot of complications for them. So those kind of things are taken care of when you are talking about this marine resources and all these things. So it generates a lot of restricted harmful chemicals inside the body if we take such kind of material, and ultimately the sustainable development of that particular nation will be getting affected, because if we cannot conserve and sustainably use the oceans and all the aquatic culture, then sustainable development cannot be achieved into this. So that's why goal number 14 is very important from the environmental point of view. Now let us talk about the goal number 15, that is the ecosystem. So when you are talking about the ecosystem, again the forest, then your desertifications, all these things come into the picture. So we should not cut the trees basically, and develop our infrastructure into that. If you cut the trees also, you should compensate with certain means. So that talks about the ecosystem. Suppose ecosystem should not be affected. If ecosystem is getting affected due to certain food chain or absence of certain food chain, then what will happen? The sustainable development will not be achieved, and ultimately environment is getting affected. Okay. So more and more carbon dioxide will be generated in the process. So ultimately it is having some adverse effect on our respiration system also. So that's why the health issues and safety issues also come with this ecosystem. So ecosystem must be maintained into this goal number 19. And then when we talk about goal number 15, so goal number 16 we talk about the society. So where we are actually living, so that should be a peaceful atmosphere, okay, and it must be accountable and inclusive of any institution this is getting affected. So peacefully we must live into the society. That covers under goal number 16. And finally the goal number 17 talks about the global partnership, okay, and if we want to develop, we have to develop not alone, okay. So partnership only can develop the system, and sustainable development can be achieved with this. So I want to just give some conclusion or concluding remarks into this, saying that these type of 17 SDG, okay, sustainable development goals, if it is taken into account, then what we will ultimately achieve? Number one, securing the economic development of that country, then social equity and justice that can be fulfilled, and finally the environmental protection that can be done if we follow these sustainable development goals. So that's all, students. Thank you very much. Thank you.